Hey, what's up you guys? It's Ellah again, your friendly neighborhood Filipina ESL teacher here in Vietnam. So for today's video, I'm going to tackle about what you should do or what you should obtain before you actually try to get a job abroad, or in our case here in Vietnam. So in my experience, one of the Filipino aspirants that I know actually got offloaded in the airport because he didn't have this one specific document in hand. And what is this document? It's the OEC, or the Overseas Employment Certificate. So I want you guys to buckle up, watch this video if you want to have a hassle-free experience as an OFW. So what is an OEC? It's a certificate issued by POEA, or the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration. So this certificate is to certify your registration as an OFW or an OFW aspirant. This document is what you should include in one of your documents should you go to the airport in the future. So this document is very important once you go to the immigration officer, because they are going to verify whether you're an actual legal worker. That's why you need to have this one. And it's not just a piece of paper, by the way. It actually comes with many benefits. One of the benefits of this one is you get to have reduced taxes for your spouse or your dependents, like your children. So if you decide to settle here in the future and you want to bring your children here, you can actually have reduced taxes because of this one. Aside from that, it exempts you from your travel fee and your airport terminal fee, which, by the way, I didn't know. So I'm glad that I actually knew about this one before. Otherwise, I wouldn't really budge. So who can apply for the OEC? So in general, if you're a Filipino, you can get this one. But here's the catch, it's not just for the Filipino aspirants or those who want to be an OFW. Also, the OFWs who didn't get a hold of this document and they want to go back to the Philippines, you can also get this document. So in general, Filipino workers who are hired by a private institution or a recruitment agency, you can apply for the OEC. Also, if you are hired by the GBP or the government placement branch by the POEA, you also can get this specific document. How do you get an OEC? I think is the question that you are waiting for. So there are actually 3 ways to get the OEC. So first things first, if you are a returning OFW like I was before, I had to get this one. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to come back here in Vietnam. So if you're a returning OFW, you can proceed to Philippine Overseas Labor Offices, or the POLO satellite offices in the country or the Philippines. So in case you stay in the Philippines for more than 5 days, for 5 days or less, you may go to labor assistance counters in big cities in Manila and Cebu. So I think the most traditional one is, of course, the walk-in application. So if you want to do this one, you can pretty much just go to the POEA offices in your city or your area. So if you want to do it easier, like what I did before, you can also opt for the online processing system. So if whether you are a returning OFW or you are a future OFW, you can pretty much do this one online. You can get a hold of the certificate by yourself. You can do it by accessing this website, of course. I want you to click this one. So you just pretty much create an account, and then you fill in all of the necessary details for you to be able to get an account. And of course, you need to pay. So after you pay, you need to you can actually print the OEC by yourself. So I think that's why it's the easiest. I just want you to take note, guys, that if you wanna visit the Philippines in the future and your OEC has already expired, you can always get another one, because the OAC is only valid for 60 days from the date of its issuance. So you can always do this one. It's like a regular thing to get an OAC should you want to go back to the Philippines and go back to the country where you want to work, where you're actually working in. So in my case, when I went back to the Philippines, in order to have a hassle-free experience in the airport, so I didn't want to have any questions right from the immigration officer, I had to get a new OEC. Yes. So I really wish you luck, guys, in having a hassle-free experience in being an OFW, because after all, we are going to be the future heroes of our country. So I wish you luck and see you around here in Vietnam. Bye.